There once lived a boy named Zayen in a quiet town. He wasn't an ordinary boy. Zayen was intelligent, sharp, and full of potential. Everyone around him believed that he could achieve anything he dreamed of. And Zayen did have a dream, a big one. He wanted to become a doctor. At first, everything seemed perfect. His goal was clear, and his future looked bright. But there was one problem. A problem that slowly began to destroy his chances. Zayen couldn't control his own mind. Whenever he sat down to study, his focus disappeared. His thoughts would wander sometimes to his phone, sometimes to social media, and sometimes into endless daydreams. He would often tell himself, "There's still time. I'll study later." But the truth was that later never came. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. His parents tried to guide him, and his teachers warned him again and again that success requires focus and discipline. But Zayen believed something else. He thought, "I'm smart. That's enough." Then one day, the results of a scholarship exam were announced. Deep down, Zayen had hoped this would be his breakthrough, a step closer to his dream of becoming a doctor. But when he saw the result, his heart sank. He had failed. Meanwhile, his friends who studied regularly had done very well. The same teachers who once praised him now looked at him with disappointment. That evening, Zayen sat alone, feeling ashamed and broken. For the first time, he faced the truth. He wasn't lacking intelligence. He had been lacking discipline. And in that moment, something inside him changed. The very next day, Zayen made a decision. He needed help, not just with studies, but with controlling his mind. So he went to someone known for building strong, disciplined students, Coach Miller. Coach Miller wasn't just a physical education teacher. He was known for teaching focus, self-control, and mental strength. Zayen approached him and said, "Coach, I can't concentrate. My mind keeps jumping everywhere. What should I do?" Coach Miller smiled gently and said, "Come with me." They walked to the playground. The coach picked up a simple bow and arrow and placed a target in the distance. He handed it to Zayen and said, "Hit the center." Zayen took aim and released the arrow, but he missed. The coach calmly asked, "What were you focusing on?" Zayen replied, "The trees, the field, and the target." The coach nodded and said, "That's your problem. You're trying to focus on everything at once. A focused person sees only one thing, the target." Then he looked directly at Zayen and said, "Right now, your mind is scattered, your phone, social media, distractions. If you want to succeed, then during study time, your goal must be the only thing in your sight." Zayen felt the truth in those words, but he asked, "Where do I start?" Coach Miller replied, "Start with 4 simple rules. First, control your thoughts. Whenever your mind drifts, bring it back and remind yourself that this is your time to focus. Second, build a routine. Set fixed hours for study and rest so your mind learns the pattern. Third, remove distractions. Keep your phone, TV, and unnecessary apps away while studying. And fourth, practice daily. Discipline is not built in a day, it grows through small, consistent actions." Zayen followed every word. He created a strict routine, turned off his phone while studying, and every time his mind wandered, he reminded himself, "My goal is to become a doctor." At first, it was very difficult, but slowly his focus began to improve. Days passed, then weeks, and soon Zayen could study for hours without getting distracted. A few months later, another important exam arrived. This time, everything was different. Zayen didn't just pass, he secured first place. And for the first time, he truly understood something important. Success is not about talent. It is about discipline. About a year later, as Zayen stood on stage receiving a scholarship, he remembered something Coach Miller had once told him: the mind is like a wild horse. If you don't control it, it will control you. But if you train it, it will take you exactly where you want to go. From that day on, Zayen lived by one simple principle: train your mind with discipline, and success will follow you. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because sometimes one lesson can truly change your life. Until next time, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.